to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense comes on the field to open this game. This quarterback has earned a reputation as being one of the elite guys in the sport, Kirk. Just an electric skill set.
Yeah, this is a guy that can really do everything for you. They do a nice job of building their offensive game plan around his skill set, and I think this offense trusts every decision he makes.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a shotgun run call. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. So here we go now. 3rd and inches on this opening drive. Try and muscle for the first down. Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
See if they can convert the point after. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So Florida's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see him today. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
To the air, it's Lagway. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Incompletion in first down makes it 2nd and 10 in the 47. Looking for some space. It's Clark. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion of the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. The offense now looking at a third and short in their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Back to throw. It's Lagway. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Now it's second down here. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Gators with first and 10 here. He hands it off from the gun. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense behind the 6 now on second and 11 after the 1-yard loss. An inside give now from the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Over the middle, it's Wilson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. A new set of downs after that completion. They mix it up with a run. It's a 1-yard gain, second and 9 for them. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Not enough on that one, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on third and 9. From the shotgun, handoff inside. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. He got it. The field goal's good.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Strong defense there. They stuff the run and makes it second and 10 from their own 20. Tight end goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, what a grab! Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Manning. The receiver makes the catch. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Sam's right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. They bring him down after a short gain there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Ball. As the first down is still going. He's in the clear. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he escapes. Runs through the defender. Here he goes. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. And the Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They finally stop it, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They start the drive with a good throw to the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. Wide open downfield. Enough for a first down at the 37. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. It was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Timeout taken by the offense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner will be brought down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On the run, it's Ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. Keeps it, QB draw. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Short throw complete to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. And they'll kick it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. Ball handed off. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking right, this one breaks into the clear. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The offense really clicking here. Play action here on first down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. A completion sets up a second down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Crucial third down play right here. Can he make it to the marker? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. They'll feed the back again. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Grabbed by the receiver. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1. Now from the pistol formation. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So now it's third and short from the plus 25. We're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Bought some time, now lets it go. The ball is caught. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down. Longhorns have first and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. Intercepted in the end zone.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on first and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Here's the second down play. They keep him guessing with a run. Him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important third down attempt for this offense. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught! He's wide open, look out! Tackle, but first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Here's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. The Longhorns pick up enough to get a first down there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second and 10 following the incompletion in the 37. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Receiver makes the grab. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25. Longhorns begin a new series here, first and 10. And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. To throw, it's Manning. It's complete on the crossing route. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. The game could come down to this possession. All tied up, first and goal. Can they punch it in? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Touchdown, Texas! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out in practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, escapes the tackle. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. What a catch! Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. 1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Wilson.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Grab behind the line, it's Wilson. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Grab down the middle, it's Clark. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. To throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock has stopped. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Ball. And he shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wilson. Loose football. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Over the middle, it's Hansen. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage. The Gators trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Florida. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And now the crucial try for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. The offense spends a timeout here. There's 16 seconds remaining.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. The receiver grabs it. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. And completion makes it 2nd and short. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. We'll see the #4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For PA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Wolverines will kick this deep to get us going. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Bulldogs offense making their way on the field to open this game. And Kirk, what a luxury for this offense to have an elite tight end. Be interesting to see how they try to create favorable matchups in this game.
Yeah, and Chris, I think the elite offenses in the college game have that tight end who can be a difference maker. The defensive backs oftentimes get caught up in the receivers on the outside. It opens up the middle of that field, and this tight end can make you pay.
Hey, guys up front, lined up. It's first down. To the air. It's Stockton. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Back-to-back jump plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Branch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. It's a quick tackle, spot the ball at the 11, and a red zone opportunity now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The tight end has got it. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Bringing pressure. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Quick throw to the left. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He skates the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. That's reeled in. It's McCulley. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Wolverines pick up enough yards to move the sticks. The shotgun handoff here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. 2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's McCulley. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Grab down the middle. It's Simpson. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Big spin on the run. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Play action fake, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. If you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trapped again in the pocket.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Dogs will send their one team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Now set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. First down. They're going to throw the football. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Looking for a man. Over the middle. It's Morgan. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on the third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The back's got it. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. First down and 10. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up for the first down at the 41. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. The pass is called in over the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Georgia has moved into the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Goal. The kicker out there again to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looks like he's going to run it. Past the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. His line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake. Looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense will quickly spend the timeout here after the play. The O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Simpson. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll throw it now. With sure hands, it's Klein. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll try a pass here. Grab near the sticks. It's Klein. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. And he spikes the ball. Will give it a shot from long distance here just before the break. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And he's got it. No problem.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the 1st half. Heather's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Bulldogs will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quarterback still with the football. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. That's caught. It's Simpson. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll try to run for the 1st down. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. The Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Softball brought down after a nice run. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. It's a wide receiver screen. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that short completion. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. For the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. And now the handoff. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Simpson. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Handoff from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Heading for the end zone. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Wolverines looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Catch made by the tight end. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Can you say methodical? Marathon march coach just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Zags a good throw. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. So Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, the pass is picked off.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. And they'll use the ground game here. Tackle made after just a short gain. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's McCulley. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass rush gets home.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far. But one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
A sack sets up second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. And he's got it with ease from 56 yards away.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, fourth and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And this time it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Throws to the tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second and 10 here. snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And the defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. You make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Back to throw again. On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I didn't expect this. This quarterback is outstanding, but they have pressured him all game long, and they got to him again.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Quick throw to his receiver. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. I mean, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Who's in the clear? Got the first down and still motoring. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Grinding away on the ground. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Toss play to the running back going left. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And they will trot out the field goal team here. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it. Game over. everybody to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 17th ranked team, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Deep to get us going. Return starts from inside the 5. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Wildcats offense making their way on the field today. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of 2 quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these 2 quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up.
Looking deep on the very first play. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play, the pick, and then that return.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Important second down play coming up. Makes the handoff. Looking to throw. He's got it in the open. They make the tackle all the way down to the 17. The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
The Nittany Lions offense is on the move now. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the ball. An important third down and goal now. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Back to pass. It's Johnson. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Jukes to get free. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Wildcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Running back with the football. Breaks into open space. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The gain makes it second and medium. Using his legs, it's Edwards. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. And the Wildcats will send the punt team onto the field. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
One play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Fighting them off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, a nice run here by this quarterback to be able to pick up the first down on the option. You don't see that a lot over the years from Penn State quarterbacks historically, but it's a great compliment to what they like to do to have a quarterback now that can show you what he can do with his legs.
That's an important first down on that running play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the wideout goes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Ross. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense with some pre-snap motion. QB decides to keep it here. Breaks free. First down and more. He's still running. Slides to avoid the big hit. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. But at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the catch downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead marker.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And the running back takes the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. He's in the clear. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They keep him off bounds with a run. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. To the air, it's Johnson. Caught by the receiver. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Hand off to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go, 3rd and short in the 7th play of this drive. Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Bradley. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking for 6. And it'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it's good, right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Trying to find some room. It's Singleton. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Throwing off play action. Caught over the middle. It's lost. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. Third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Nittany Lions will have to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. Ball fielded near the 35. Coverage team brings down the returner. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Short pass finds the tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Hit as he released it. He's got it with room to run. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense makes the recovery at turnover.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass rush closing in. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, I love this call with his own blitz. The offensive line is completely full. They didn't see the linebacker coming at the last moment. He comes up.
Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. To throw, it's Allen. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Swarmed by the pass rush. Sacked.
Boy, this defense has got to be elated. Third down in inches. Everybody's expecting a QB sneak, an easy run, pick up the first down. Instead, the defense sees pass and they come up with a sack.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Wildcats will kick this away to begin the second half. And takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Looking downfield, it's Allen. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Trying to find room. It's Singleton. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Caught over the middle. It's lost. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Nice grab. It's Singleton. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Ross. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. A play action looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st and goal, handoff. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Caught quickly. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Running play called on 3rd and short. Fights through the tackler. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
It's a keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Makes a quick grab. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Defense picks it up on the run.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
State offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again with the lead. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. And ball to 36 still. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is on target. Caught. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. And the Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Quarterback keeps the football. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. We got a real treat today. We're going to see a matchup between a high-powered offense that's been almost impossible to stop against a defense that's been shutting people down. Kirk, this should be fun.
Well, this is what really you hope for in a game of this magnitude, is good versus good. That's what we have, as you said, Chris. Outstanding offense, been producing all year, and this defense has been taking no prisoners, just dominant. Something's got to give today.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Back to throw. It's Sayin. The short completion of the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down. It's stopped at the 27. A new set of downs after that completion. On the run, it's Peoples. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Breaks into the clear. Passes the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They get him to knock before he gets to the plus 38. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
Incompletion sets up a second down. To throw, it's Simpson. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer, also the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Fair catch made at the 20. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. To throw, it's Sayin. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. There's the snap, they'll set up to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking for a receiver. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Catch made on the left side. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Smith.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Catch made in space. Look out. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Buckeyes are going to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. The Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
he'll set up with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Play action here on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Pass caught. Second down now.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Has the first down and more. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. He
cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Makes the catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. They'll kick it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Scrambling and throwing it deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. To the air, it's Simpson. Quick throw, testing the middle. What a catch! They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Handoff in a single back formation. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Here's the second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Grabbed by the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, the timing here is essential between a quarterback and a receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Now the all-important extra point. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the Colbriggs team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On first down, it's play action. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. On first and 10, looking to throw. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. So second down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. First down here for this offense. Back in motion now. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Clock stops. Timeout taken by the offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They mix it up with a run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And that pass is batted away, incomplete. So on fourth down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So it's forced down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Offense getting set. It's second down. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. On the ground, it's Miller. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. A deep shot to the right. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. And they misfire in first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. And the quarterback keeps it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. It's Simpson. He's running out of time here. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Pass interference. Defense.
A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. In the red area, it's Young. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Great catch and run for 6. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab made by the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
And he will make the 1st down, tackled at the 26. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. 2nd down after that previous play. And the back gets the football. Nowhere to run up the middle. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Receiver makes the grab. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Wideouts now clustered. 1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage. The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. Gives it to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're going to run it here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, what a grab! They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's a quarterback keeper. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Bringing pressure. He's got it near the end zone. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. No, he is stopped short. What a stand by this defense. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And they stop him short. He avoids the safety, but it won't help much with breathing room down there. Handoff here from the shotgun. Can't get out past the 2, but at least they stay out of the end zone. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And here's the handoff. And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Chewing clock with the running game. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Play fake, looking to throw. Pass complete on a crosser. And the defense brings him down. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Try and muscle for the 1st down. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking downfield near the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Gets the 1st and still running. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Can't get it away. The defense has got to play a huge stop at this stage of the game. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Pressure is coming. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw here. Makes the grab. It's Porton. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pop over the middle. It's Porton. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Hale. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Hit just as he throws the ball. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to, can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go?
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Short connection with a tight end here. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Dropping back, it's Sayin. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. It's caught on the crossing pattern. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.